Welcome back.
Hold your horses. Only authorized personnel past this point.
Of course. We didn't come here just to sit in the lobby.
Very well. If that's Vice President Kresnik's decision, I will abide by it.
Huh? Luger's been made Vice President of Spirius?
Correct. His promotion is effective immediately. You may use the CEO's office as you see fit, until he returns from his departure. This way.
Promoting Luger to Vice President out of the blue. They're up to something.
The CEO has left you a message.
Luger, if you're watching this, know that I intend to travel to the land of Canaan and put an end to Origin's trial.
This'll be interesting.
But not before I tell you the full story. You see, it was all a game. The fractured dimensions, Canaan, all of it. Just a giant game, created by the primordial spirits. Kronos, Maxwell, and Origin.
That's right. And they've been playing it ever since humanity figured out Spyrix 2 millennia ago.
The three spirits disagreed over whether humans could truly control Spyrix technology or not. So they devised an experiment to reveal mankind's true nature. They wanted to see for themselves if human beings were capable of resisting the temptation of ultimate power.
This was before the schism, you see. Back in the old days when Maxwell still trusted humans.
So the Chromatus was a test.
Kronos granted the Chromatus to the Kresnik family as a means to measure how well humans can suppress their base desires. If someone reaches the Great Spirit Origin before 1 million divergence catalysts appear, mankind passes the test. If no one does, then mankind fails and the spirits leave. That was their pact.
But here's the catch. The game was rigged right from the very start.
As was passed down, Origin will grant the wish of the first human who comes before him. No human could resist such a prize. It fostered greed amongst the people. As a result, the Kresniks were constantly at war over it.
Thanks to all of their bickering, catalysts and fractured dimensions have multiplied like rats.
A vast number of people across all the dimensions transformed into catalysts, and as a result, were destroyed. It's likely now that their number is approaching 1 million.
The Spirius Corporation was established to put the brakes on this whole disaster.
I haven't forgotten the reward I promised. You no longer have to worry about that pesky loan. Now, just leave the rest to me. I will create the world that your generation deserves.
Hey, Luger! You're not gonna believe what just happened! The bank president stopped by just now, and guess what? He said that I don't need to bug you about your loan anymore!
What?
How'd you manage to pull that off? Wait, you're not blackmailing anybody, are you?
You verified the reward.
Bakor left for the land of Canaan, correct?
Yes.
He promised to tell us how to get inside.
I wasn't informed.
All right, if that's how you want to play it, then let me ask you this. How does he plan to make it past Kronos? The Chromatus came from Kronos. Bakor wouldn't be able to use it against him.
I don't know.
What happened to Elle?
Excuse me, I'm running late for a meeting.
You know, I'll bet you that the CEO is planning to use Elle to kill Kronos.
Director Rideau!
I believe our guest's business has concluded here.
We're not finished here.
Forgive me for my silly comments back there. How might I help the new vice president? What I was saying before? L was the true key of Kresnik. Origin's power flows through the key. One only comes along every few generations, and the key is the trump card in the trial. As you can imagine, he or she is always at the center of Kresnik's family feuds. The most recent key was the CEO's wife till she was killed. Not that you have any relation to that one. Precisely. The Prime Dimension's true key of Kresnik. Years ago, the CEO used his wife's power in a battle against Kronos. It cost her life. That didn't sit well with the eldest son. He fled the nest and started his own family, or so the story goes. To make a long story short, the only way to reach Origin is to defeat Kronos. And the only thing that will defeat Kronos is the power of the Void, which is wielded by the Key of Kresnik. Of course, the power needed to beat Kronos would immediately transform the key into a divergence catalyst, and that's the rub. Oh, please, don't try to act so high and mighty. You had no qualms at all about using the girl's power willy-nilly.
Luger?
Damn you!
Ah, you must have heard more details from Rideau. He was only supposed to keep you occupied. I'm sorry for tricking you, but please understand. This sacrifice is necessary to make a world purely for humans. Our family's no stranger to sacrifices. We've made many across the years. But know that this will be the final one. When I fulfill Origin's trial, I will wish for all spirits to surrender their will. They will become mankind's loyal tools.
What?
But do not worry. Their first task will be to eliminate all fractured dimensions.
Give me that! Luger, it's me.
Elle?
I'm gonna fix it all so you don't have to do scary stuff anymore. I'll use my wish to make sure nobody ever has to disappear again. Mr. Bakor says that only I have the power to do that. So don't come after us, okay? I'm fine, really. I know I broke our promise, so I'm sorry. Forgive me.
Elle!
I'm sorry. The GHS you are trying to reach is currently unavailable. Please try again.
Nothing to do now but leave things to the CEO, I suppose. If we go charging in, he'll just use us, just like he's going to use L.
Shut up!
If you continue to resist, I'll call security.
We're not going anywhere until we hear the rest of the story.
Luger.
Did you find out anything?
Turning spirits into tools. So that was Bakura's plan all along.
And to think he'd use a little girl like Elle.
Not if we can help it. Let's get to Kanan.
How do we get inside?
We must find Julius. He will know how.
We better hurry.